I need the other microphone, Jean. Yeah.
Can you hold it?
Yep, I got it.
Well, the other thing is that.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is being here and see your wagons and obviously moves quite a lot.
Where'd Jane go? Jeez. Okay, we're just trying to wait for the other mic, and then better get your bottle of bubbly. What are you doing, Jane? Ah, you got my thongs on. Anyway. Yep. Okay. Sorry. Yep. That's okay. Oh. Stick that on. You got the other mic. Yeah, come ashore. That's okay to stand on? Is that okay to stand on? You sure? Okay, there you go, Jane.
Look at you boys.
Okay.
Now you must be Mr. Mark Sinclair, are you?
Oh,
I recognise the face. Hi, how you doing?
Nice pink bottle.
Yeah, I've got that. It's a great expense to the management. Can only get. It was white or pink, and I thought, give me pink.
He's a lovely man. He's so generous.
That's okay, thanks, Kerry.
So you got an obstacle course. I will tell you the course.
Ooh.
No, you're all right.
Okay.
Oh. Hey, man, how are you?
Good.
Good to see you.
Gonna give you a hand.
Way to go.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Renaud!
Yeah,
Mon ami.
I don't hit your rib.
How are you?
Yeah, but you, it's okay.
Adam.
Dan.
Good job, man.
How are you?
Excellent.
Well done. Well done.
Sorry I grabbed your ribs.
Yeah.
You okay? How you doing?
Everybody, hi.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Adam. Wonderful job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Good job, mate. Good job.
Cheers. Thanks, Don.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Pink bottle. For a real
Thank
man.
you.
Whoa. Jane, say hello to Adam.
No,
Go on.
said already.
Yeah.
Ah, jeepers.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
some champagne. Yeah.
Whoa.
Let's pop it. Pop it.
We could do with something. I definitely need something.
Yeah, point to that monkey. That's a good spot. Watch out, because that one hurts, doesn't it? And the other one can hurt as well. No. It's feeling better. Oh, it's feeling better. How can I help? Medicinal help. These painkillers. Point to that Jane. That's even better.
Yeah, I can
Okay.
I can bang step back and then kill you. You know that, right?
Now shake the living daylights out of it.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Whoa! Nice job, buddy. Hip, hip.
Hey.
Hip, hip.
Hey.
Hip, hip.
Hey.
Thank you.
Nice job.
Have a swig. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Oh, it's good to be here.
jeepers.
It is very good to be here.
So, you made it
Yeah.
with your cracked ribs,
Yeah.
with the boat that looks better than you.
Yeah. The boat's definitely
So-
better than me. Yeah.
How are you feeling right now?
Yeah. A little bit shaky, I think. But
Yeah.
then.
Shake on your feet.
Yeah, a little
Not
bit
your
shaky. It was this side, and as long as I don't do too much, they're fine. They're
Yeah.
definitely improving all the time. I can still feel them moving, so I don't know
Yeah.
whether that's good or bad. I don't know.
Feel them moving. You think the cracker's at the back or at the front?
It's here.
It's at the back.
There, yeah.
Oh, jeepers.
Yeah.
Okay.
This will help too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll definitely help. Yeah.
You're bad.
The doctor.
Yeah.
Doctor.
Okay. So you landed on your back. you
So I
twisted
came
and-
off. It was in the night. I came off the top of the deck.
Yeah.
So standing down here,
Yeah.
I had both feet in the bottom of the cockpit,
Yeah.
and the wave came and swiveled me round,
Yeah.
and I landed.
On the combing
Here.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got a big cleat,
Yep.
and I must have hit right on the cleat.
Holy dooly.
And I thought I'd got away with it because 24 hours later I thought actually it doesn't feel as bad now as it did when I did it.
Yeah.
And then the next morning I was sitting in the cockpit and I twisted round to get
So
something,
it stretched it at the back.
and then I
Yeah.
had two pops.
Dunk.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then that wasn't good.
Well, we can talk about it now. It's a displaced fractured ribs,
Yeah.
which means it used to be like that and cracked, and
Right.
it gone boom and moved.
Okay.
So that's Spike's opinion, you know, Dr. Spike.
Yeah. So he was very helpful, but he said it's fine, but
Be careful.
But don't
Yeah.
don't use your arms or your chest.
That's a bit hard.
Which is a bit hard, and then there was a worry that it might get into do some damage to a lung, and so it did knock my confidence a little bit, I have to say.
Yeah.
So I had to take it a bit quietly, and
It's called it's called husbandry. Your husbandry was really good.
yeah,
You're here.
I had a week or so just creeping around a bit.
Yeah.
Getting in and out of the cockpit was the worst thing.
Yeah.
That was difficult.
Okay, so no question it knocked your performance. You didn't do exactly what you had hoped to do.
These guys are really, really fast. I wouldn't blame anything on my performance on the injury. Dan, nice to see you. Nice to see you. Yeah, really nice to meet you at long last. Yeah, very good. Thank you.
We've been FaceTiming
Yeah.
in the past, so
Yeah.
it's nice to see you.
Very nice to see you.
Are you
Yeah.
happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy. Happy to be here.
Good. We're very happy to see you.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
You are the first person that Don was able to bring in.
Ah, don't rub it in. Jeepers,
And
jeepers.
so you are a very special person.
Excuse me, I've got colour coordinated bubbles
He
for
said to,
Ella.
he said to me, I could miss everybody's entrance except yours. So he made sure that he's.
Yes.
Well, I'm pleased to hear that. I'm pleased to hear that.
So
Yeah.
you are very,
Well,
very
that's good.
important to.
Yeah. That's
Right,
good.
now we've got that out of the way. We're going to be living this one down for a while, but anyway. So I did get you a colour coordinated
Thank you,
bubbles
yes.
with Ella.
Yes,
And I
absolutely.
I forgot when you were out there crossing the line mentioning it. So
Yeah, no, that's
they've
great.
been doing some amazing things with press. So I hope it's all
Brilliant.
helping to raise money
Yeah,
and
yeah.
everything.
Yeah, well, I know they're watching now, so
Whew.
Jane and Kevin and Tasha, hi. I've made it. I made it.
So you're feeling good, obviously, because you're here and you got rid of
Yeah.
that one out of the way. But
Yeah.
how would you put it? How would you describe it in a few words? Like the whole thing, was it?
I would say I probably over-romanticized what it was going to be like.
Yeah.
It was tougher than I thought.
Yeah.
Physically, obviously, very much physically as it ended up. Mentally, it was pretty tough.
Mentally, as in psychologically missing family, friends,
Yeah,
and all those.
and
Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing?
A little bit of that. Why can't I get the boat to go quicker? Why can't I get it to sail straighter? You're very exposed. You can't
Oh,
blame
yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
We all like blaming people, and I really like blaming people, and I had nobody to blame. And you become, you get quite hard on yourself, and I found that difficult. So
Yeah.
I learnt a lot.
Yeah. It's interesting because you say it was tougher than you think, but people from the outside looking in, it was a beautiful trade wind run. So
Yeah,
overall,
yeah,
it was
yeah.
trade winds, but people sometimes, and it happened to me, I got a good trade wind run generally,
Yeah.
but you forget it's squally and it blows
Yeah.
sometimes, and you
Yeah.
guys had pretty big seas too.
Yeah, compared to other transats that have happened, and the length of time it's taken us has been brilliant.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
really has.
yeah.
The squalls were pretty aggressive from time to time, and some of the seas I got caught out coming actually very beginning. I think Kerry and I might have gone between Tenerife and Gran Canaria, and coming out of Tenerife and Gran Canaria there was an acceleration zone, really took me by surprise.
Yeah.
And actually that was the other thing that knocked my confidence a lot, was I had my big sail on a furler,
Yep.
furled up,
Yep.
and I was taking some rest, and at 2 a.m. the boat went crazy, and there was clearly far too much sail up. At the time I had a jib and 3 reefs, and the A3 started unfurling on its own. So
The furling line slipped or it came
no,
down.
it had found a little hole in the thing, and it had
started
just
to-
it had just bang, bang, bang,
Yep,
and there
yep.
was a big bubble in it at the top. So I had to, I couldn't furl it at
No,
that
you got
stage.
to get it all out. to do
So
that.
I had to get the whole thing out, and that was chaos.
What was it blowing? What was it blowing? in?
I'd say 40. It must have been
Jeepers.
40.
So did it survive?
So I let everything out. It went in the water, and then the boat started, I'd say, listing rather than heeling. And what happened is, at that stage, the tack and the head was still attached.
Yeah.
So it was actually like a massive sea anchor.
Yeah.
And I undid the tack. I went to undid the head.
Yeah.
I went to the to get my bolt cutters. I thought, this is it. I'm going to have to get rid of it. It's going to
Yeah.
sink the boat.
Yeah.
And I went to cut the thing off at the bow.
Yeah.
And by that stage, it had actually run free, and
through.
it was running in front of the boat, and I was able to pull it back in.
Yeah, geez,
but I
sounds
then got rid of the furling kit
yeah.
and just flew it on my own without
You'll have
furlers.
some good stories to tell your sailing students later on. What
Maybe.
not to do.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was the highlight for this trip, the voyage at sea? You know, just the experience.
Yeah, I think the whole thing, you know, a lot of these things you look back, and that's when you really enjoy them, is looking back and just having been involved in building a boat, and you know, and as I said when we were in Lagos, benefit of your team giving us the opportunity and the safety experience and the advice as to how to go about, you know, sailing a small boat across an ocean. And I think as a whole, that was it. I'm not sure I could pick out any particular individual bits that were great, but the whole thing.
So you mentioned early on, I think it was within the first couple of days, and you had that moment in the cockpit, and you just sat back and relaxed for the first time. And it was quite emotional. You know?
Yeah, that was I think you know, you just sort of things sunk in that actually, you know, you were here and
You're doing it.
and you were doing it, and you were in the middle of the ocean, and first time I'd been able to reflect on maybe you know, maybe things had gone better than I'd hoped or I'd thought rather, and I'd actually got to because I was very paranoid about not making it to the start line.
Yeah.
So we got there, and that was very emotional. I ended up crying for about 10 minutes. I couldn't quite work out why until I realised actually it was very happy. Yeah.
Yeah, happy.
So it was great.
You must have had a twinge of that after you crossed the finish line. In solitude, you know, you cross the finish line yourself, take your start line.
Yeah.
Coming down, it's warm, it's blue, the sea's died down. That must have been.
Yeah. That was very nice. And then seeing you lot arrive.
Yeah.
First people I'd seen for 3.5 weeks.
Oh, really?
That was quite
yeah,
nice.
Jane's not bad looking, eh?
Yeah,
she's
I know. Better than you. You get out of the way. We should look at Jane.
Exactly. Anyway.
That was good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you think you've, as a qualifier for the MGR, not a technical qualifier, but to get you settled into the boat, know your boat, this, that, and the other, where does that rate? You know, how are you feeling?
It's a hell of a qualifier, isn't it? Jesus Christ. I mean, you know, normally qualifiers are a little sort of practice, little warm-up. This is a serious sail.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I know a lot of the passages we're going to be doing on around the world are, you know, very small compared to what we've done here.
Yeah.
So I think we've had great conditions, which has been a good starter for us all. I think I'm looking forward to the next stage. I need a bit of time off, a little bit of rest, and get the boat sorted out. A few bits and bobs to do on the boat, but on we go again.
Your manager's coming out, isn't she?
She is coming here in about a week. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep me
that'd
right.
be cool. All right.
Yeah,
So,
and I lent on her very heavily during the 3.5 weeks.
she's been good. We've been in touch a lot.
Yeah.
She's been great.
Her knees will be buckling because she's really taken a lot of the strain. So thank you, Kerry.
Yeah. No, she's been cool. So, big work list on the boat or just on yourself?
I've got to sort out some more handholds in the cockpit.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do that. I've got to work out whether I'm going to put furlers back on the asymmetrics or just fly them from the cockpit.
Yeah.
And in whichever way, I'm going to have to do some changes on that.
Yeah.
But relatively small.
Yeah.
Relatively small.
Okay, living on the boat, you comfortable? You feel reasonably healthy besides your ribs, you know, like?
Yeah, I got a bit down, I think, because for about a week after I did my ribs, I only came out of the cabin when I had to, because it was really, really painful, and only if I had to do a sail change did I come out. So I ended up sitting inside the cabin, and it's a very small space to have to spend a lot of time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Once you can get out and you sit in the cockpit and you can look at what's going on, then life's a lot better.
Yeah, no, too true. Okay, well that's an interesting way to take it. So your self-steering must have been working okay.
Yeah, it was. Light winds and dead downwind was a bit of a challenge. But the annoying thing for me is that I sort of set the whole thing up with twin jibs on the foil at the front to pole both jibs, and I ended up losing a pole. So that was redundant completely.
Plan B?
Well, Plan B was using the end of the boom. So I basically got rid of the main and just
that's a good idea.
chuck the boom right out and round
Drive it down, or strap it down and just use it. Yeah.
And that worked a bit, but
That's cool.
Yeah, but I brought the spinnaker pole into the cockpit because I didn't want to be stupid and try to do a little repair on the deck. So I brought it into the cockpit.
And what happened?
And it was sitting inside the cabin.
Yeah.
And I was turned around to get some tape to tape on the up and down all lines that were getting in the way. and a wave just hit me from the side.
Yeah.
Put the boat on its
And
side.
tipped it out the hatch.
And it just tipped it out.
Holy dooly.
I mean,
What'd you say
I-
when that happened? Oh, you didn't say
You
anything.
don't want to know. I mean, I was almost looking under the floorboards thinking, it can't have fallen out. Anyway, it did.
Yeah. We had the best description. Who was it that nearly got planted out of the cockpit the other night? Which one? No, was it Argo or Niels? Niels, yeah, just a big. Nearly the same thing happened in 21. He's coming into the finish line, big swell, this, that, and the other in the cockpit. Everything's cool, you know. Next minute, this big one just hit him from the side, and he literally got posted. He's half out the rail, you know, looking head in the water, sort of thing, on the leeward side. Thinking, he was clipped on, but. Anyway, yeah, it happens when you least expect it.
Yeah.
So, okay, so it's fair enough to say that you're still having fun.
Yes.
And you're continuing.
Yes, I'm continuing. I'm having fun, and I've learned a huge amount about the boat and me, and how to deal in long passages. And, and you know, I guess that's why it's a qualifier, because you need to learn these things.
Well, feel proud.
Thank you. Thanks, Tom. Thank you.
Yeah, good job.
Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Okay,
Thanks.
that's it. We'll do another one later on bits and pieces.
Cheers.
But,
thank you.
He's here. And Ella Foundation, pink bottle, showing the pink bottle, pink
Yeah,
t-shirt.
yeah.
If you want to help, you can go to your social media and Facebook page
Yeah.
and all that sort of stuff. So
Yeah.
all very cool. Okay, thanks for that.
Brill.
And we met him. We were here.